Have you ever faced a moment in life where everything seemed to fall apart, when it felt like the world was against you? If so, you're not alone. Life has a mysterious way of teaching us lessons, sometimes in unexpected ways. Let me tell you a story that might change your view on challenges. In a lush forest, where the air is thick with ancient whispers, a young man came running to a wise sage, tears streaming down. He collapsed at the sage's feet, trembling with sorrow. The sage, calm as the morning sun, patted his shoulder gently. "What troubles you, my child?" the sage asked with a soft voice. Through his sobs, the young man cried, "I have lost everything. Thieves attacked me in the forest. They took all my belongings, everything I had. Now I have nothing, not even a way home. How is this fair? My life is ruined," he said in despair. The sage listened carefully, then smiled gently. "Do not worry, my son. Whatever has happened, happened for a reason." The young man, overwhelmed with anger, snapped in frustration. "How can you say that? This is the worst thing ever. How can losing everything be good for me?" he shouted. The sage remained unshaken, then said, "Let me share a story. A long time ago, in a small village, lived a poor farmer. He had his wife and son. They had little, a tiny house and some grain. One year, a terrible flood hit the village unexpectedly. The raging waters swept away homes, animals, and crops completely. The farmer lost everything, including the small amount of food. Sitting in despair, he cried, "How will we survive now?" His son, full of hope, said, "Father, don't worry. Whatever happens, happens for a reason." Furious, the farmer shouted, "How dare you say that? Everything we owned is gone. What good can come from this?" he cried. In anger, he pushed his son out of the house in frustration. "Leave! You are no longer my son!" the farmer yelled. The boy, heartbroken and crying, left in sadness. As evening came, the farmer regretted his harsh words. But it was too late. His son had already gone. Suddenly, a rescue boat arrived, saving villagers from the flood. The farmer's wife smiled. "See? Our son was right. Help has come." But the farmer still couldn't understand. "We've lost everything. How can you say that? Our home, our food, even our memories. What good can come from this?" Days turned into weeks, and they struggled to survive. One day, his wife suggested, "Go to the city and find work. Maybe we can start over," she said with hope. The farmer agreed and searched for work tirelessly. After many closed doors, he was about to give up. Then he met a kind merchant who offered him a job. Years passed, and the farmer worked hard every day. One evening, there was a knock at the door. When he opened it, he froze in shock. Standing before him was his son, now a grown man. He held a bag and a smile on his face. "Father, it's me," the son said. "I went to the city. At first it was hard, but then I found work. I learned about business and built my own company. I've come to take you and Mother home. Look, I even bought a new house for us." The farmer hugged his son, tears streaming down. "If the flood hadn't come, if you hadn't sent me away, none of this would have happened," he realized. "Now we have a better life," the father said, laughing. "You were right, my son. Everything happens for a reason." The sage turned to the young man, who listened quietly. "Do you see? Life takes away to give something better." "But I've lost everything," the young man said. "How is this good for me?" he asked, unsure. The sage smiled and handed him a small, shiny stone. "Take this," he said. "It might help you." The young man studied it closely. It wasn't just any stone. It was a philosopher's stone, incredibly valuable. "Had you not lost everything, you wouldn't have met me, and I wouldn't have given you this. Sell it in the city and regain what you lost." With newfound hope, the young man left the forest. He wasn't sad anymore. He understood life's challenges. They can lead to unexpected blessings in disguise. Life is full of twists and turns, full of lessons. Difficult moments often lead to greater opportunities, like the farmer and his son who found prosperity, or the young man who found hope in despair. Trust the journey. Patience and resilience are key. Even when things seem impossible, hold on. What feels like a setback today could be a foundation. A brighter tomorrow is often hidden in hardships. Remember, everything happens for a reason, even if we can't see it right away.